Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, we are discussing the subject corporate financial reporting. The subject in MCOM third semester for Bengaluru North University students. So, till now we have completed two chapters. So, in chapter 1, we discussed all about the accounting standards and international accounting standards. And in the second chapter, we discussed about IFRS, that is International Financial Reporting Standards. So today we are starting the third chapter in CFR. So the third chapter is all about the issues and the problems faced by the accountants or the corporates in preparing the financial statements, and it is about the sustainability reporting and about triple bottom line reporting and some of the supervisory organization who have played a good role in framing the accounting standards. So let's discuss it one by one. So the first unit in the third chapter is issues and problems in publishing the annual reports. So here annual reports in the sense the financial statements. It can be the balance sheet, it can be the profit, trading and profit and loss account and others financial statements. So here I have listed some of the issues or the problems which is faced by the corporate companies or the accountants. So the first one is the globalization. So here I told you for IFRS coming into existence, the one of the reason was that all over the globe there should be one uniform rule. So, but before the introduction of this IFRS, there was a huge debate about whose standard should be accepted, as one country has its own rules and regulation, that is GAAP, separate rules for separate countries. So all over the world there are so many countries, so there was such a debate that such a huge debate that whose standard should be adapted and how exactly it should reflect the financial statements of the organization. So here there was a fight, we can say there was a fight or there was a huge debate on which countries standard should be accepted. This is before the introduction of the IFRS. So globalization, when we are talking about bringing the uniform rules and regulation for all over the world, each and every country, if each and every country has to follow the same rules, the uniform rules means it should be accepted by every country. But here on that time, on the first stage of introducing the uniform rules, the countries were not agreed on which standards should be accepted. They used to tell that their country's standards are best and it should be accepted all over the world. So here each and every country's representative, they used to do a huge debate about their country's standards are good. So here the main issue was a globalization. So as here we have to bring a uniform rules and it should be accepted and followed by the world, means here each and every country's people should accept it. So there was a problem in accepting the which country's accounting standards should be accepted. Next was influence of management. The second problem which come act as a hindrance in preparing the financial statements is influence of the management. So here lack of support from the financial statement preparers, in the sense from the accountants. If the accountants are not supporting the management, then the management decision making process will influence we can say it can damage the decision making process of the management. When the accountants are not supporting the management, when they are not providing the suitable information, the needed information for the discussion, they are not disclosing the real information to the management, then there will be a problem in making the good decision at a right time. Next is external market pressure. So here external market pressure means when we are issuing our shares, the company used to mislead the investors by showing them wrong or false entity performance. So here showing wrong profitability if a company is being running in loss, but here preparing the false financial statement showing good profitability position of the company, misleading the investors about their profitability and hiding their losses and all their past performance, what all they have did in the past, they are hiding it and they are preparing a false financial statements. So here external market pressure means the brokers of the company or the accountants of the company, they used to present the company in front of others as a good in the profitability, but in reality they will be running in the losses. So here rising the shares, selling the shares by misleading the investors. So this used to bring a scandal. So when the investors came to know about the losses of the company, already they have invested, after investing the close together amount in a particular company, if they come to know about the losses, their huge money will be in danger. So these kinds of scandals we are nowadays day by day we are hearing in the news. So this is also one of the issue or the problem in the financial statements. The next is the informational perspective of the financial statements. So here provision of the information to the users of the financial statements. So whenever the investors want the necessary information, the company should provide that financial information to the users of the accounting information. So now who are the users of the accounting information? It can be the employees, it can be your investors, it can be your creditors, it can be your financial institution, it can be any stakeholder who is having an interest in your well-being of the company. So when you are refusing to provide, when you are delaying to provide the information to the financial users, then it can impact on the major decisions that should be taken for the well-being of the company. The next one is the debate about the financial performance. So here the word performance is being misunderstood. Here the corporate take performance means only earning profit, but here performance has been has a very wide meaning. Performance not only come in terms of money, it also comes in terms of society, providing service to the society, providing good quality products, providing good quality products and achieving what they have promised to the customers in the advertisements. We used to listen that in the advertisements they used to do so much of promises that it reduces your dark spots, it brings fairness within 3 days and all those things. So they have to be come upon those promises which they have made. If the particular product is not for those particular issues, mean they should not tell those things, they should not promise those things in advertisements or in any of their in any of their product description. So here performance, the company has misunderstood this concept. They only take it as in the financial terms only. But here, according to the accounting standards, the official accounting standards, the performance includes all those things which is promised by the company in terms of the products and also serving to the society. Next, advance in technology. So here you can say that how technology is being a problem. So here, technology driven information system are capable of capturing, organizing, and transferring information in real time, right? So here I am sitting here, although it is because of covid, we our colleges have locked on, but still I am teaching to you by sitting at home, and you're listening my lectures by sitting at home. So this is a transferring of information in a real time. I'm sitting here, I'm teaching, I'm uploading the class in the youtube is a social media platform. Anyone in the world can see my lectures. In sitting all over the world, anybody from any part of the world can listen to my this video. So this is a transfer of the information in the real time. So here, investors can quickly access to the information and they can expand their demand. So here, advancing technology, how advancing in technology is bringing problems to the company means, whenever your company whenever your company is has increased their profits, so the stock market, the shares in the stock market may increase, the profitability can be shown in the stock market. So here, or the sorry, in the online also, the investors can access to the financial information of the company, the financial performance of the company, and by knowing all those financial performance, they can expand their demands, they can use to a demand, they can use to bargain to increase the returns, or if the company is running in the losses, they can demand for returning back of the amount. So here, not only of the financial information, the non financial information also can be in no minutes it can be reached to the investor. So here, the traditional historical financial data and some of the new data can also be accessed to the investor. So it is been suggested that the greater disclosure may result in a lower cost of equity capital for some firms. So here, if you are disclosing your financial results, it can bring a lower cost of equity capital in some firms, not in all the firms. When the investors is understanding, they cannot they could not, or they may not demand that much of higher returns. But in we can say in 60% of the firms, when they come to know that the profitability has increased, or the company has earned close together amount in this month or in this day, means they can demand their they can increase their financial, they demand to increase their financial returns. Next is development of knowledge economy. So here, from the past 200 years, the classical economist has recognized only two factors of production. We know now, we have studied that there are four factors of production. One is land, labor, capital, and enterprise. But before 200 years, there was only two factors of production. One was capital, another was labor. So according to them, only if we have labor, if we have workers to work, and we have capital to start our business, that is enough for the production. But after the introduction of these four factors, the production seems to be complete. We must have land to work, we must have labor, we must have capital, and we must have enterprise consisting of the employees. Now here the development of knowledge economy, so it took 200 years to recognize the another two factors of production, that is enterprise and the land. So this is also one of the problem, we can say it is an issue which is faced by the which is faced in the past by the economist. Next is the rise of corporate governance. So here corporate governance means it, these are the rules, or we can say these are the laws or processes by which the business are operated, the business are operated or it is regulated. So corporate governance, it provides the rules and regulations for managing the business. So here the rise of the corporate governance. So in corporate governance there are two main things which is being introduced. One is corporate social responsibility, that is CSR, and the another one is the environmental accounting. Environmental accounting. So here it is important to view the financial statements in the context of the corporate governance, and it should be remembered that the corporate governance includes much more than the financial reporting. It does not include only the financial performance of the company, but it has also the another aspects like the corporate social responsibility, like the environmental accounting. So here corporate social responsibility means providing 1% of your profitability for the well-being of the society. So it can be for the, it can be in the sense of the sincerity, responsibility, providing resources, um, providing resources, acting ethically, and focusing on the protection of your country's environmental resources, sustainability, etc. Now this here environmental accounting is a field. It is a field that identifies, it is a field that identifies the resources used, measures, and communicate cost of a company's or a national economic impact. So here if the company has expend some money to clean up, the contaminated sites, to protect the environment, or they have paid some environmental fees, penalties, or taxes, or purchase of some of the pollution prevention technologies, and they are also acting in the they are also active in the waste management. So whatever the cost the company is including, they are spending the cost for protecting the environment, or they have paid some of the environmental fine or the taxes or the penalties, or they have purchased some of the pollution prevention technologies, or they are waste, they are doing waste management. All those costs they will show it and in the environmental accounting. So the rise of the newer corporate governance is also having an impact, because on the spot if these things are being introduced means there will be a problem, there will be a there will be a problem in adopting these things. Next is independence. So here independence means there is lack of independence to the auditors. So for auditing the financial statements of the company, the the key to the quality of the external audit is the freedom or independence to audit properly. Here the auditors from the company side, they have some of the boundary, within that boundary only they have to act. Outside, if they want to reach outside the boundary, there is a push from the back, the company people. So the auditor, he is not getting that much of independence. Whatever he has studied, if he wants to act ethically, he has to, if he wants to act honestly, means then also there is no place for the auditors who is being honest. They want to work honestly in this world. Every people of the company's people, they won't give that much of independence to the auditor. And anyhow they want to adjust something in the financial statements. Next is the fraud. So here fraudulent financial statements are of the great concern not only to the corporate world but also to the accounting profession. So here I told you in the last point only, there are some honest people in this world who is being existing. So here the honest people, they don't have any place. Whenever we want to act honestly, means there will be some people who are pushing us to act dishonestly. So here fraud financial statements is not only damage to the investors but also it is acting to the morale of the financial preparers, that is the auditors. So these are the issues in preparing the financial statement that is came across by some of the points are issues for the companies, and some of the points are problems or hindrance for the auditors. This is all about today's class. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comments below or in your WhatsApp group. Thank you.